Cool. Alright, what's up? My name is Logan Reardon. I'm going to make a few videos here. This is my Subaru. I just got a huge box from TSS FAB, and it's all of his subframes, front subframe, rear subframe for a LS swap, 350Z subframe, and a bunch of other arms and knuckles and stuff like that. So I'm just going to make a couple videos and go over subframes and kind of go over the swap as I do it. Not a lot of people have documented it. There's a couple other people, but there's really not a lot of information or people currently doing like all the subframes at once. There's a guy out there named Chris Powers, Cow Rex on Instagram. He has a lot of great pictures of this. He has a GD body Subaru with a JZ going in it, and he shows a lot of pictures of the subframes and everything too. So check out his Instagram to see what he's got going on. And I haven't seen too many LS swap guys on the TSS FAB stuff. As far as I know, I'm just one of a handful of guys that got the frame. He just released it on Black Friday. I ordered everything Black Friday, and today is like the 24th of January. So I just got both boxes today after we made everything. So I'm going to open them up, kind of lay everything out and show you guys. And then I'll give you a little walk around to the car too, and so you can see kind of everything that I'm doing. It's a drift car. It's a 2001 Subaru 2.5 RS. It's an NAT setup. It's got about 8 pounds on the bone stock, EJ25, whatever number, 25D. I'm not a Subaru guy, so I'm doing an LS swap. So let me just unbox all this stuff and lay it out, and then I'll show you what I got. Start at the front. Here is the LS swap subframe. I have TSS control arms on the Subaru already. I had them further modified to fit RX-7 knuckles. But when I got the arms last year, they were awesome quality. I decided to go a different knuckle route, but all of these welds and everything look sweet. All MIG stuff. It looks really good. Obviously here are the mounts, which I don't know exactly what way they go. I know that LS is pretty angled, so I might even go something like that. So you have a couple height adjustments, and there's obviously slotted, so you can slide back and forth. The pictures that I've seen look like they sit pretty deep, so we'll see what happens when I have to get into that firewall. I'm not opposed to cutting a little bit. All right, and then here is the rear end. This is all for 350Z diff, 370Z diff. Either one. I ended up upgrading to the XXL arms, which these ends are huge. What's different about these compared to regular Subaru stuff is normally a Subaru trailing arm will go in right here, this mounting point, and run, back to the knuckle somewhere around there. These ones are like, I don't know, 6 inches longer. They mount to the front, which is illegal for any sort of like real race program, but I'm not doing anything professionally, so I got the sweet ones. It should change this geometry up a little bit. The knuckles are also corrected a couple inches for low cars. These take a 350 or 370Z wheel bearing. Just the outer bearing of the 370 is a little bit bigger. Got his ladder links as well. These things are really nice looking. Really lightweight, huge rod ends again. I just wanted to make everything solid, heim joint. The subframe looks sweet. It's got several different mounting points. That's for the one rear bolt on the diff cover. And then obviously it has a couple holes. There's 2 there and 4 down here for like the perimeter bolts on the diff cover itself. So that will all make that diff like super solid. And then up front here on the T-bar, looks like the diff's going to sit right in those cups there, so it almost eliminates like a lower bushing. This takes a 2015 or higher Subaru STI rack, so it's the quick rack. That's like 13-to-1 ratio or something like that. It should be pretty quick. So I'll try to locate one of those, and I'm going to put a column in the car too, because I don't want to deal with like stock steering linkage. It'd just probably be easier. As for the car, The car, I'll walk around, open up the doors. Right now, it is just, like I said, a stock 2.5 with a turbo off a bunch of 06 parts. Let's see. Yeah, so nothing super special. TD04. It's really strong, but I don't really want to trust, running a Subaru engine drifting next year. It's just living on borrowed time. No real major issues. I don't have any issues with maintaining it or anything. I was never super into Subaru engines, and I don't really have any issues against them, but it's just not my thing. I had a V8 laying around, so I thought I'd rather just get that going. And all right, got a light. So I put a fuel cell in it. It's a 16-gallon with like a Holley drop-in hyperfuel pump. I think it's 340 liters per hour. Then I got like a big fuel filter. Those come out of like 7.3s and school buses and whatnot. They filter like 2 microns and they last like 100,000 miles. So that was actually a pretty cheap way to put a nice filter in there. And then just a reman battery with a battery box. So cut out. I'm gonna need to patch these up. They're a little dirty because they let literally everything in. But moving on to the inside, continuing to strip this. I just got these energy seats mounted up. Pulled the carpet out. I need to pull all the HVAC stuff out of the front of the dash for the roll cage that I'm going to get in a few weeks here. So interior is going to go, and I'm going to put most of it back in. I'm going to put carpet back in it and keep it, semi-nice. That way it's not just a loud bucket. It's already loud enough. And then if you've seen pictures of it before, I had a Big Country Labs wing that I sold, and I'm going to get the bigger one, the 1850 instead. So a lot of big plans. I'll probably try to go up in tire size as well, because I only got 215s on the back right now. It's really stretched on these Volk GTCs. Basically for the Subaru, that's pretty much all I wanted to go over. I'm going to just try to make a few videos here and there, kind of just document the build for myself. I'm going to try to take it to as many drift events that I can here in Michigan and in Ohio and Indiana and wherever else I can find that's kind of close. So lots of work to do. Just show some of the Subaru guys that have questions, kind of like go along and figure stuff out as I go, and show people what this stuff's like. Should be a pretty strong car when it's done. I'm excited to see how it goes.